This is the Louie T Network. Hey, either you're outside or you're
in the lab room.
Who else could it be but me, your man, Louie T? Welcome. You are in the lab room. Of course, I am your host, Lou. Thank you for joining me here on this program, week number 11 in the National Football League. New England Patriots on the road taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Both teams fresh off of a bye. Feeling nice and good and refreshed. So this was the best of both teams right here. You got the Indianapolis Colts coming into this game at 6-3, leaders of the AFC South Division. And this is a team right here that I felt like this was an obstacle and a hurdle that they needed to overcome. This is a mental block and hurdle. Every year Andrew Luck has been in the league, he has been beat down by Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. In his rookie season, during the regular season, these Patriots beat the brakes off of Andrew Luck and the Indianapolis Colts. You expect that. Rookie quarterback, Tom Brady and company in Foxborough, no chance. And it wasn't. It was a big blowout. The following year, Andrew Luck says, hey man, I'm getting it in postseason, and I'm about to do damage. And you're in the way. You're in the way. So, Andrew Luck finally wins a postseason game. They get out of the first round. They get to the second round, and guess who's waiting on them? You guessed it, Tom Brady and those same Patriots. And guess what happens? That same beatdown they got in year one of Andrew Luck, they get it again in year two. And so Andrew was like, man, if I could just get these boys at the crib, I beat Peyton already at the crib, if I could just get these boys at my house, things would be a lot different. And Andrew told me that, and so I fell into the trap because Andrew looked me right in my eyes and said, if I get those boys at the crib, if I get them to come to Lucas Oil, I got it. I got you. I got you, Louie T. I got you. I said, you do? You sure? He said, man, would I lie to you? Look at this face. Would I lie to you, man? I said, all right, I'm going to pick you to win, then. I'm going to pick you to win. I made a mistake. It's Brady. It's Belichick. It's Jonas Gray. Let's jump into it. It's the B&B winning factory on the road in Indy. Could the Indianapolis Colts exercise some demons? Just to give you a little bit of background, Reginald Wayne, he's played against these Patriots numerous times. This goes back to the Peyton Manning days. He said, this is by far the best secondary I've ever seen by this Patriots football team. That's stating a lot. He's played against Ty Law and Lawyer Malloy and Otis Smith and company. He's played against all those guys. And he said this is the best group he's ever seen. So that's saying a lot. They had an uphill battle to climb. Did the Indianapolis Colts play? You were expecting this to maybe be a shootout. You were expecting maybe the Patriots to try to carve them up through the air. Did you expect what we got in this game? That was the thing that I had a problem with. We'll talk about that a little bit later on. Let's jump into this breakdown though. Okay. PATS put together an impressive 89-yard touchdown drive with Julian Edelman being the catalyst. He has 2 grabs, a long run down to the 5-yard line, which sets up a 3-yard Jonas Gray touchdown. Remember the name, 7-0 Patriots. I love Julian Edelman. He's my favorite Patriot. That's why I was so perturbed in the offseason when the Patriots tried to dick him. When they didn't want to get a man his money, they say, hey, this is the only offer we're giving you right here. We're going to slide you this sheet. Tell me if you like this number. If you don't, you can always go out there, test free agency, see if anybody else is going to give you what you like. If not, we'll still be here with that same number that we slid you. All right? And so they jerked him. He went out. And he didn't even go out and put out filters. I swear he could have got a better deal somewhere else. He wanted to remain a Patriot, man. And so he came back home, and he needed to be a Patriot. And I'm glad he was able to work it out. I don't like the way they treated him, but I'm glad he's still in New England. Because he does whatever they ask him to do. He's a good, loyal soldier, man. You want him to return punts? I got you. You need me to go kickoffs? I can do that too. You need me to run the football? I can do that too. Hey, do you need me to throw a pass? I used to be a quarterback. I can do that too. Hey, you know how I catch it. You want me in the slot? You want me outside? Whatever you need. I'm a good, loyal soldier, man. Just tell me what you want. Point, and I'll do it. And that's Julian Edelman, and he does it to the best of his abilities. I love that guy. 7-0, Patriots up on top. Luck and Wayne start to get busy, man. These boys hook up 3 times on the ensuing possession as the Colts move it right down the field. But the problem with the Indianapolis Colts in this game, Patriots, they're doing what good teams do. They're scoring touchdowns, man. They count for 7. It's 6. Tack on the extra point. That's 7 points. Meanwhile, Andrew Luck and company, they still on that old stuff, man. Kicking field goals. You got to get in the end zone when you're playing one of these high-caliber, high-powered offenses, man. You can't be kicking field goals. It don't work like that. You know better than that, Andrew, man. And so, him and Reginald hooking up, that's nice. I need you to get in the end zone. They're not able to do that. Settle for a 36-yard field goal. It's 7-3. Patriots still on top. Look, that ain't going to cut it today. Not today. Okay? Maybe against the Texans. Maybe against the Titans or the Jags. Hell, you might even be able to get away with that against the Baltimore Ravens. Not the New England Patriots, man. Not them boys. No. You know better than that. Eric Walden drills Tom Brady. I mean, colossal smash. Boom! Brady's trying to throw the football. Eric Walden lays him out. It's picked off by Mike Adams on a deep ball. And that's the way we end the first quarter. So 7-3, Patriots up on top. But they've just forced Brady into a mistake. Can they turn that mistake into points? Hey, we'll see. A promising drive that was being dominated by Kobe Fleener. You'll hear his name again as he had a huge night. Ends on a carom. He tries to fit the football into a tight space to Reginald Wayne. Bad move. That's bad news, especially when Darrelle Revis is on him. It gets deflected as Revis tips it in the air. It falls into the waiting arms of McCourty, who picks it off. And so that ends that drive. They were already in field goal range. I know I just mocked you for kicking a field goal, but I'd much rather get 3 than a donut. And so, hey, that interception, you can't have it. Can't have it. You know, Brady's interception, that was a deep ball. They weren't in field goal range yet. It's like a long punt. Yours was in Patriots territory, getting close to the red zone. Vinatieri would have hammered that field goal home. Instead, you get nothing. That's tough. So, off of that interception, and let me say something else. There was a possession before that where Ahmad Bradshaw, who he's probably done for the season, he messed his ankle up, and that's the story of Ahmad Bradshaw. I mean, guy runs hard, he's a leader, he's a guy you want on your team, but he's never able to play 16 games because of the physically demanding style of football that he plays. He's a tough guy. He'll run through a wall for you, but in that same breath, the way he plays, he always manages to get injured, and so he's going to be done for the season. But before he got injured, he was in the game on a 2nd and 12. Andrew Luck throws him a beautiful ball out in the flats. If he catches it, this man might still be running right now. I mean, literally, if he catches this football, I don't see why he didn't score a touchdown here. I mean, there's a lot of space. Maybe there was a Patriot defender up down the field about 15, 25 yards. I didn't see a Patriot defender in sight, and he dropped the football. They ended up punting there. So, got to take a look. Again, missed opportunities in this game. They'll come back to bite you every time when you're playing a good team. Again, you can get away with that against Jacksonville, Tennessee, Houston, Baltimore, teams that don't score points. You start playing against the upper echelons, the Paytons, the Bradys, the Rodgers. You got to have them, man. I got to have every single opportunity cashed in. And so you just had a pick, you had a drop. Neither one of those resulted in points. Brady and company still up 7-3, even though you're making plays in this game. Not going to get it done. Not going to get it done. Patriots dominating on the ground. Jonas Gray already with 10 carries for 85 yards in the game before this drive, as he's able to get into the end zone for his 2nd touchdown of the game. It's now 14-3, and I talked about missing opportunities. Well, Patriots in the end zone again. It's now 14-3. Pats up 11 and dominating a football game and seemingly in control as we're about to head to the halftime break. It's 3rd and 1, and Brady changes the play. And there's no doubt in my mind that this is a run play called in the huddle. He gets to the line of scrimmage. Colts seem to be in a run-stopping front. So he doesn't like what he sees. So he calls out and barks out an audible, changes the play. And he tries to go up top. Colts come in with some pressure. They hit him as he's throwing the football. Guess who's there? Guess. Mike Adams once again, Johnny on the spot, picks it off. And just like that, a game that was in control now has been turned on its head right before the half, as that pick is deep in Patriots territory. And so after that return by Mike Adams, 3 plays later, Hakeem Nicks is in the end zone for the Indianapolis Colts on a 12-yard touchdown from Luck. And just like that, it's 14-10. And the Patriots have just relinquished all of the control in this game over to Indianapolis Colts as we head to the halftime break. 14-10, Patriots up. PATS run game picks up right where it left off. Jonas Gray had 100 yards at the halftime break. He was dominating. And I don't think anybody saw this coming. Nobody saw this coming. Anybody that tries to tell you that they did, call him a liar for me. And so he's continuing to gash. And he's not getting... I told you it was 10 for 85. That's 8.5 yards a carry. He wasn't getting 4, 5, 3, 6, 7. He was getting 8, 10, 9, 7, 6, 8, 8, 9. I mean, he was gashing these boys. I'm like, what the hell is going on out there? I need to know. Help me. Help me to understand why this is such a problem for you today. Because the Colts team that I know, they didn't have issues stopping the run. Their issue was getting pressure on the quarterback. That was their issue. And you've been hitting Brady tonight. That's why you've been forcing some interceptions. You've been hitting Brady tonight. So it's like a role reversal of sorts. You can get pressure tonight. You just can't stop the run. I'll tell you what, man. I say this all the time. And I know points come through the passing game. But, hey, I'd much rather you beat me up with the passing game than you beat me with a blunt force object. I'd much rather you take the passing game and dice me with that than to just beat me with a blunt object with the run game. Please do not bludgeon me to death with the run game. And that's what the Patriots did in this game as Jonas Gray continues to eat these boys alive, gets the football all the way down to the 2-yard line where Tom Brady sticks it in the belly. And when the run is working that well, how can you not react to play action fake? You got to. And so he pulls it out of his belly, wide open, Tim Wright in the back of the end zone. Just like that, it's 21-10 Patriots. And again, Patriots get down there, they're scoring touchdowns. Colts get down there, they're kicking field goals. That's the difference in the game right now. And so Colts, once again, settling for a field goal instead of getting a touchdown, is now 21-13 in this ball game. More Jonas Gray. More Jonas Gray, please. And boy, they couldn't stop him, man. They could not stop him. And so they just kept feeding the man the rock. Feeding him the rock. He gets in the end zone for his 3rd touchdown of the game. It's now 28-13. And so now Coby Fleener continues his career day as he's catching the football, making plays, and puts the football inside the red zone as the Colts convert on 4th and 1 with a wide receiver screen to head to the 4th quarter with a chance to get back into this game. And that's what they do. As Anthony Costanzo, your left tackle, catches a pass for a touchdown. And that man was waiting for the day where he could get in the end zone. He had some kind of little celebration. I don't even know what it was. I don't even know what it was, but that man was excited. I was excited for him. Chris Collinsworth was like, man, that's great stuff right there. He was excited. I loved it. And so all of a sudden now we got ourselves a ball game, folks. It's 28-20. That will be the last time I will be able to utter those words to you as the Patriots took off from there. More Jonas Gray, man. I mean, what more can I say? More Jonas Gray, man. What more can I say than more Jonas Gray? That's what the Colts got in this game. That's what the Colts got on this day. More Jonas Gray. And so, the young fella continues his historic night as he scores on a 1-yard touchdown plunge to extend the lead out to 35-20. And the Colts had another opportunity to get back in this game. 4th down situation, can't convert. Andrew Luck erring on the pass to Reggie Wayne. That turns into a 26-yard Gronk touchdown grab 3 plays later. 42-20, that's all she wrote, folks. As Jonas Gray and the New England Patriots, no, not Tom Brady and the New England Patriots, Jonas Gray and his 38 carries for 199 yards. Count them. 4 touchdown rushes on the day. Gets it done on the road against the Indianapolis Colts, 42-20. Wow. Didn't see that one coming. Did not see the Patriots. Now, I will say this. Remember last year when they had LeGarrette Blount, Stephen Ridley was getting it done, and they had that rushing attack going for the Patriots. Remember that last year? This is a team that will run the football if you give them opportunities to. Am I sold on Jonas Gray? No, not yet. I mean, that was impressive. But we've seen the Indianapolis Colts give it up, whether it be through the air or on the ground. We saw what the Steelers did to them. This team isn't as good as we thought they were defensively. That's a fact. So what I want to see from the Patriots now is try that on the Lions, man. You know, try that on the Lions. They just tell me, yo, try that on the train. Yo, try that. You jumping out of the car while it's moving and stuff. Try that on the train. Yo, try that on the train. Try that on the Lions next week. If Jonas Gray has over 100 yards against the Lions, now you got my attention. Now I'm standing at all of the attention. Now you got my ears and my eyes. But right now, I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. It looks good. Looks good. Feels good. But I'm not buying it. I'm going to show you a team that can shut the run down next week in the Detroit Lions. You do that to them, you got hook, line, and sinker. But right now, small sample size, hell of a performance, man. That was physical. You smacked the Colts right in their mouth. And if you can do that, Lord forgive. If the Patriots get a running game to go with what they're doing offensively with all the weapons they've got, Lord help us all in the National Football League. If they get a running game and they can run it and Brady can also throw it, go ahead and put them in the Super Bowl right now. Go ahead. Go ahead and put them in the Super Bowl right now. If they can do what they did on Sunday Night Football the rest of the season, nobody stands a chance in the AFC. Simple as that, because the defense is playing ball. Brady has targets. Gronk, if Gronk stays healthy, this is a different ball club. If anything happens to Gronk, all bets are off. But if they can run the football and Gronk can block, I think that's the thing that separates him from a lot of these pass catching threats is we saw Gronk blocking in this game, man. The dude does it all, man. Two-way tight end, okay? And so this is a dangerous team. This Patriots team is dangerous. And the Colts found that out firsthand. If you're Indianapolis, you're only one game up on the Texans in the division. Just concentrate on that. Just win the division. You're going to win this division. Concentrate on that. Take care of that business. And just let the chips fall where they may. You got some things to clean up. You need to get more pressure on the quarterback. It is what it is. I don't want to see this happen again, though. If teams are going to gas you through the air, fine, man. Let them have that. But to be bludgeoned to death with the run game like this, I know Chuck Pagano was sick to his stomach, man. As a defensive guy, at his core, there's no way he was able to sleep knowing that Jonas Gray, an unheralded, undrafted rookie free agent, was able to come in and put up a $199 and 4 scores on his skull. He didn't sleep well. And so I expect them to clean that up. And I don't know what happened, but they got to fix it in Indy and fix it quick. They're now 6-4 in the season. Patriots go to 8-2. They look dangerous. And now they're in sole possession of the #1 spot in the AFC. The only 8-win team currently in the American Football Conference. That's going to do it for Colts and Patriots on Sunday Night Football. I thank you for joining me. If it happens in the National Football League, whether big or small, we cover it all here in the lab room. Come back and join me as I've got plenty more games to break down at week number 11. The National Football League. See you. Bit.